Good for the carry. Cancel is a tackle for the Greyhound.
In from Minnesota and is taking over the lead back duties here.
And the opening kickoff, if you missed it, was into the end zone. The Raiders started and gained first down. Gunther carried the ball twice during that drive, and they got a first down immediately, and they'll operate now from the 30.
Walker Bailey, a junior, takes over as the starting quarterback this year. Is in a shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Man in motion to the near side. Bailey keeps it himself, and down he goes. And a big hit right up front there. Damian Yarlake gets the hit for Pleasantville. He's a sophomore.
Raiders were the beneficiaries, of the a 5-yard penalty offsides on the defense, which gave them that 3rd and 1 instead of 3rd and 5. A lot of speed on the Greyhound side of the football.
Yeah, they have 8 starters back on defense. Does Pleasantville. We'll tell you more about them. Really good secondary. 2 members of that secondary with Division I offers. West Virginia, Penn State, Rhode Island. So you got a lot of talent in that secondary. Handoff up the middle there. Not a lot happening. It's going to set up a 3rd down for the Red Raiders.
I think Gunther will get most of the carries. He's a returning starter for the Raiders. Senior, 5'8", 182-pound running back. Bailey in his first year at quarterback. Walker Bailey, a junior.
4 offensive linemen, by the way, Bud, returned for Ocean City, so they have that going for them. 3rd down and 8. Bailey in a shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side. Steps back plenty of times. Fires one. It's complete. And a first down at the 45-yard line. And a nice pitch and catch there. Michael Ragazzi makes the catch.
And Ragazzi's one of several wide receivers that the Raiders will look to. John Moyer, no secret, he's the primary target. But there are several guys who are going to be Fisher is one. Zapata is one. Forster's another. Porter. They're going to run receivers in and out most of the game.
So a first down on the pitch and catch. Bailey to Ragazzi, and the ball is lying on the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. High snap, hands it off, and flags are flying.
Yeah, well, you'd think it would be a legal procedure penalty against Ocean City as quickly as the flags came out before the snap. I think it's going to give that first completion, Mike, is going to give Walker Bailey a little bit of confidence here. You know, first varsity start and completes his first pass, so that's got to help.
And he's got big shoes to fill here.
Yep. If he gets time, he could throw the ball, and he's got good receivers.
Bailey in a shotgun, tight formation to the near side, 1 receiver split to the far side. Pleasantville with a 3-man front. Bailey rolls to the far side. He is gobbled up and thrown down by the transfer DeJuan Martin, who came from Apsagami, 6'2", 216. And they return 8 starters on defense, but they've added talent through the transfers.
Yeah, they got a couple big guys. Rashad Floyd is the other. He's a running back. And those 2 transfers are going to make a little bit of difference here. Again, Pleasantville's got a lot of skilled players. They had a lot of skilled players last year, even though they graduated quite a few. They just, they run well. And Malachi Timberlake's done a great job with them in his just now at the beginning of his 2nd year, but he did a great job last year as a first-year head coach.
After a couple down years for Pleasantville, they are coming back. 7-3 last year, lost to Raritan in the South Jersey Group 2 semifinals. High snap, gives to Gunther. Gunther comes to the near side. He is hit, and down he goes. And a big play is Kawali Shepperson stepping in there from his linebacker spot. And Well, you saw the speed, Bud, the closure.
Yep. Again, and when you talk about speed, most people think, yeah, they're running backs and wide receivers must be really quick. That's great. But there's a lot of speed on defense, too. And, you know, it's one thing no matter what the sport, whether it's basketball, baseball, football, you can't really coach speed to athletes in these sports as much as maybe in track you can. But speed's a God-given talent, and it's a very, very valuable commodity.
3rd and long. Bailey looks, fires, completes to the far side of the field, and hit immediately at the 40-yard line after making the catch. Jack Porter made the catch for Ocean City, but the Pleasantville defense, no yards after the catch.
Yeah, and that, going back to receive the punt, is Dwayne Carter, and he's the one who made the stop over from the cornerback position.
2 back there, Carter 1. And it looks like Shepperson is the other. Standing back at around the 25-yard line. Ocean City will punt for the first time. Punt takes a short bounce, bounces out to 25, rolls out of bounds, and that's where the Pleasantville Greyhounds will take the ball for the first time, led by quarterback sophomore Ahmed Jones, 751 yards passing last year, 7 touchdowns. Rashad Floyd's his running back, and Deshaun Brown is his top wide receiver, returning with 327 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Live video coverage of Ocean City High School football is being produced by Crossover Productions and Prime Events in association with the SportsX Network. The executive producers are Bill Shawcross, Matt Ulmer, and Tom Williams. Bill Shawcross is also our videographer. Tell your friends they can watch the action by going to oceancitysports.com and selecting the live online broadcast link on the home page, or by visiting sportsxnetwork.com/live.
Nothing's our score. 6:05 left to play here in this opening quarter of the 2023 season. Opening day in high school football down the shore. Battle at the beach. Mainland a winner today. Hamilton a winner today. And Toms River North just knocked off Millville in the game before us. That was a great game, 14-7.
Yeah, 14-0 at the half. Millville got within a touchdown, and Toms River tightened. Wouldn't allow Millville to get that tying score. So holding on the return against Pleasantville is going to back them up, Mike, to what, the 15-yard line, their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, ball resting on the 15. Pleasantville dressed in white with maroon trim. Ocean City in the black and red. Jones in a shotgun, sends a man in motion to the near side. Witherspoon hands it off the right side. Big hole, first down and more. Yusef Golden has a big hole.
Oh. And when he saw that hole open up, he didn't take long to get to it. I mean, he was in third gear before he got to the hole and just shifted into high, and they're in a no huddle.
Golden, 5'11", 185. That is a load to bring down. Witherspoon in motion to the far side of the field. One receiver split to the near side. Hands it off. Comes to the outside and cuts it back. Taken out. Nice play as Golden, again, the ball carrier. And it looks like stepping in there to make the hit was Charlie Shahuda.
Yeah, Shutta and Landon Peak, I think, also maybe in on to help out with that stop there. Shutta's going to get a lot of tackles. His defensive back, returning starter from last year.
5'10" and counting. Trips to the near side. One back in the backfield. To throw, the lefty swings it out, complete and hit immediately and brought down. Nice play there by J.P. Forster, making the stop there, stepping up. And the catch was made immediately by Dwayne Carter, but nowhere to go, and it sets up a third down and about 7.
Yeah, that was a big play by Forster there. You know, he kind of read it very, very well, and it was a little slow developing, I thought, and it gives him some time also to get there, but man on the spot, it makes this one-on-one tackle.
Third down. Ball at the 30. Jones looks over the Ocean City defense, showing pressure, throws, got a man one-on-one, and the intended receiver is Khalil Witherspoon, but he overthrows him. Good coverage from John Moyer on.
Rides every weekend in September. The summer continues through September at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th and the Boardwalk in Ocean City. You can visit them online at gillians.com.
So John Moyer with a big yardage, and then he fumbled the football. Pleasantville recovers, and they have the ball back 1st and 10. Ahmed Jones breaks the huddle. One wide receiver split to the far side, two to the near. Single setback in the backfield. Watch out for number 1, Khalil Witherspoon. A flag comes flying.
Yep.
Witherspoon, 6'5", 200 pounds, heading to Old Dominion. 6 touchdowns last year, Bud, but 21 yards a catch for Khalil Witherspoon, number 1 in white.
Pleasantville had 2 offensive linemen jump off sides there, and it cost them 5 yards.
By the way, number 19, Ryan Hendricks, the sophomore quarterback, is throwing the ball on the sidelines as Walker Bailey is being attended to.
Yeah, probably getting a lot more tape.
It was pretty obvious that he was favoring either his ankle or his calf or his leg or something. He was skipping, just trying to get in there. So Ryan Hendricks is throwing the ball 6'2", 170 on the Red Raiders sideline. It's 2nd down after the loss. Brooks in a shotgun. 2 receivers to the far side. They're going to hand it. Golden busts to the outside. Makes a man miss. Falls across the 25 and gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he definitely, Bailey's being attended to on the sideline by a couple of the Ocean City training staff. One of the coaches coming over to check that they can ill afford to lose him. Again, this is his first varsity start, so you can imagine the person behind him doesn't have really much experience either.
End of the first quarter. Nothing's our score here on opening night on Cape Atlantic League Live.
Wawa hoagies are made for you with delicious ingredients on a freshly baked roll. Try a toasted cheese steak, a mouth-watering meatball, or a classic Italian hoagie. Whatever hoagie you prefer, Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Gotta have a Wawa. If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single-family homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard at 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them at 398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. And Johnson's Popcorn, known all over the Delaware Valley, specializing in their delicious caramel corn, open all year at 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. You can phone them at 1-800-842-2676 or go online at johnsonspopcorn.com to place your order. Johnson's Popcorn since 1940.
Nothing's our score at the start of the second quarter. Mike Gill in for Tom Williams tonight, along with Bud Rink, as we bring you the Battle at the Beach final game of this Friday night. The traditional Thanksgiving Day rivalry is being played on week 0. Pleasantville and Ocean City as the Greyhounds with the football. 3rd and 10. High snap. They're going to roll out to the far side of the field. Looking. The lefty throws. It's complete. And spinning out of bounds at the 40 is Khalil Witherspoon. And he got himself open for a first down.
Boy, that's a really, really big play by Pleasantville. And, we mentioned early on that Ahmad Jones started quarterback last year in the beginning of the season and then went, can't think of his name, the transfer from Mainland, came back to Pleasantville and played quarterback after that. But Jones really had a good season going.
Yeah, last year Jones threw for 751 yards, 7 touchdowns in 7 games. They hand it off up to the 50-yard line, busting through up to the 45, picks up a first down. Endmore is Asad Hill, 6 foot, 225.
Boy, anytime your safeties are making the tackles, you're in trouble.
Well, especially when a safety's tackling a man 6 foot, 225. And yes, I said a man. He was a big boy,
Yeah.
The senior. as he gets first down yards. Back-to-back first downs for the Greyhounds. Ball sitting on the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, start of the second quarter. Brooks in a shotgun, turns, hands off the right side, and falls quickly to the ground. And a nice play making the stop for Ocean City is Nick Layton for the first time. 89 tackles last season to lead the Red Raiders.
Yeah, tough kid, linebacker. And as you would expect, he'll make a lot of tackles. And, you know, in most football teams, the linebackers are making most of the tackles. That's what you want. The linemen are clearing them out. The linebackers are making the tackles. And you don't want that safety to have to make a tackle, because chances are that there's going to be a pretty big gain if he's making that tackle downfield at 8-10 yards.
2nd and 9. Ball between the 45 and 44-yard line. Pleasantville. Brooks sends a man in motion, Witherspoon. He hands it to Witherspoon, gets a big pancake block, and then has to break a couple of tackles. He breaks one, but not another. First man in there is Chase Russell, making him have to move, and then a host of Raiders came in, and now it's going to be 3rd and 11. Lost at 2.
Well, one of the things that Ocean City did very, very well last year, and they did it on that play, is they pursue. And not just one guy, but 2, 3, 4. The idea is get a lot of red helmets on that ball carrier, and they had 2 there, and that's exactly what they did. Bailey has his knee wrapped, it looks like.
3rd down. 3rd and long. 3rd and 11 for Pleasantville. Brooks in the pistol. Sends a man in motion to the near side. Trips now. Back to throw. Off the back foot, one-on-one, and Witherspoon, it's short. The coverage from Shuda.
Boy, I tell you, and the ball was thrown inside. Shuda had the outside shoulder. And, you know, they talk a lot about, you know, outside shoulder passes, but he had them on the inside. And Shuda had real good coverage, and he just wasn't able to get there.
So Pleasantville looks like they're going to punt. Didn't go so well for them the last time. Gabe Rodriguez punting. Standing back at the 45. Punt is a high end-over-end short punt. Hits around the 20-yard line.
Got a big Pleasantville bounce, but most of the bounce was out of bounds.
The Ocean City will take over. No score, 1st and 10 with 10:01 left to play here in this first half.
And we'll be back right after this message.
6th Street Pizza and Grill is open daily from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. weekdays and 11 until 10 on weekends at 6th Street in the Boardwalk in Ocean City, right at Gillian's Wonderland Pier. 6th Street Pizza and Grill not only serves varieties of delicious pizza, but hot and cold subs, salads, hot dogs, and their special Angus burgers. And they have free delivery and daily specials. Phone 6th Street Pizza and Grill, 609-525-0022. 6th Street Pizza and Grill, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City.
Walker Bailey's back in at quarterback. Or remains in, I should say, at quarterback. He hasn't left the game yet, but he certainly looks somewhat hobbled. Takes the snap, back to throw. Pump's going to keep it himself, and then he thought better of it, and he is slammed to the ground by Dejon Martin.
Flag on the play, too, after the play.
Could be from a little extra.
And it may be that slam to the ground.
Yeah, that slam was a little excessive there.
One thing Walker Bailey doesn't want to do right now is run the football.
Yeah, you would have to think, Bud, that Pleasantville is pretty aware that he is not going to take off and keep it himself at this point. I mean, it is pretty obvious that he is impaired to some extent in terms of mobility.
I think the key is going to be, is he going to be able to plant that foot and throw the ball downfield with any kind of force on?
And because of the penalty,
wow,
you are moving the ball all the way from a sack out to the 35-yard line.
Wow. Well, obviously a 15-yarder plus, I guess, from the line of scrimmage as opposed to where the hit took place, because ends up being about a 25, maybe 20-yard penalty.
Ball at the 35-yard line. Hands it off to Gunther. Gunther out to the 40-yard line. Gain of 5, maybe 6 on the play. So Duke Gunther, the senior, 561 yards for the Red Raiders a season ago.
The key here is again, Gunther can run the ball. Pleasantville's got big guys up front, and one of the keys, obviously, as it usually is that which offensive or defensive line is going to dominate. Which one?
Wide receiver split to the near side. Bailey in a shotgun. Gunther and Pleasantville moved. You can't miss 73. Amir Johnson, 6'1", 290. If he's crossing the line of scrimmage, it's noticeable.
Yeah, and he doesn't really need to get a head start, because he's going to be tough enough to block as it is.
They are big up front, Pleasantville.
They've been hurt by some penalties so far here in this first half, but it hasn't cost them anything on the scoreboard.
First and 10. Ball at the 45. Hand to Gunther. Gunther up the middle. Crosses the 50-yard line. Out to around the 45. And a big play for Ocean City. A gain of about 8.
Boy, just kind of sliced through. They ran inside that tackle, the defensive tackle. And just a really good blocking up front. And that's the kind of thing. I'm a big person, a big believer in momentum. You get a couple real good blocks up there, or you make a couple real good tackles, and it really builds momentum for you.
2 receivers to the near side. 1 to the far. Gunther in the backfield. They fake it to Gunther. They throw it out to Moyer. Moyer looking for some room. He's got yardage across the 45, out to around the 40, still on his feet. And he's finally pushed down, but another first down for the Raiders as John Moyer, coming off a year with 27 catches, 369 yards, and 4 scores, gets involved.
Yeah, and I mentioned early on, he's a key to this football team as well. Offense, defense, returns, punts, all kinds of stuff. He's on the field all the time. That's the first time he's touched the ball on offense.
They split him out to the far slot, as he is joined by Landon Peak to the far side of the field. Hand off to Gunther. Gunther crosses over up to around the 40-yard line, and he gains about 3 on the play.
Number 52 for Pleasantville, getting up off the bottom of that pile, is Jeremiah Wright, 5'9", 215, sophomore. Well, they got some big men.
They do. They've got a lot of talent on this team. Old Dominion. They got a couple guys being looked at for places like Rhode Island, Robert Morris. You've got West Virginia, Pittsburgh. A couple transfers on this team. This Pleasantville program, they had had a couple really solid years with Sacco. He left. They had some down years with some coaching changes there, but they seem to be on their way back. Bailey, and he is pressured, and down he goes. A sack there. Jeremiah Wright, you mentioned his name, and he gets another play, and Bailey just does not have the mobility to elude the pressure.
Yep, he's got to throw it away there. It's tough to do. Again, he's got to have some time first, and then when he gets a little time, if the guy's not open, you got to throw it away, because he's just not going to be able to scramble out of danger on that knee.
Yeah, Malachi Timberlake, he singled out how good their secondary is. When he talked about the strength of their team, he mentioned the secondary. He said we're veterans in some spots, young in others, but we have a lot of speed and talent. Shotgun formation on 3rd down and 13. Bailey, empty backfield, got protection, steps up, he's going to take it himself, and then he just goes down untouched, and it's obvious that something's up with him, as he just went down untouched.
Yeah, his knee just gave way. Obviously, really, really wants to be in there. It's just a question of how long they're going to stay with him and, not risk any further issues. Obviously, the training staff said probably can't make it any worse. That's why he's still back out there, but he's obviously a tremendous amount of...
Yeah, he is limping down the sideline. Now he's just stopped and leaned over, and I think he's realizing that he might not be able to continue. We'll see. Gets the punt off, does Moyer. And he booms it down to around the 20-yard line. So a good change of field for the Red Raiders. It's 0-0 here with 5:26 left to play here in the first half. We got a good one, Bud.
Yep, and it gives us time to take a brief timeout for this message.
What makes a Wawa Club? Is it the crispy bacon on the turkey BLT? The endless layers of flavor of the buffalo chicken salad? Or is it a secret handshake? Nah. At Wawa, there's a club for everyone. Find yours today.
Pleasantville with the football, 1st and 10. Back at their own 20 after the Moyer punt. Brooks with trips to the near side. And he's going to hand it Golden. Nice little yardage on 1st down. Well, Golden gets it out for a gain of about 5 to the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, I think that obviously with what Pleasantville's doing on defense and how the Raiders are hampered a little bit at quarterback, I think that the defense is really going to have to step up here. And yet, Ahmad Jones throws the ball well for a sophomore downfield.
4 wide receivers, double slot. Golden is the deep back. Brooks in the pistol. Play action. Steps up. He is hit. Down he goes. And a big sack. Coming from the outside is Nick Layton. And Layton gets the sack, his first of the season for Ocean City. Came untouched off the right side.
I just said the defense is going to have to step up really big. And I said how well that Jones throws the ball downfield. And he had 2 guys who were streaking downfield. They weren't by themselves. There was some coverage there, but Layton wasn't giving him any time at all to look downfield and get that ball away.
Yeah, Ryan Hendricks, by the way, is up and throwing the football again for Ocean City. He is a sophomore, 6'2", 170. And he would be the backup signal caller should they make that change. Here it is, 3rd down and 12. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Deshaun Brown Jr. split to the near side. Brooks in the pistol. Golden behind him. Back to throw. Steps up. Fires. It's complete. Big catch. And more. A 1st down out to around the 35-yard line. And boy, what a catch by Khalil Shepperson as that ball was fired in there.
Yep. And I said not only can he throw the ball long, but he puts something on it. He's throwing that 82-mile-an-hour fastball off the pitcher's mound if it's a baseball.
Yeah, and that ball was up and away, and Shepperson, they call that some catch radius right there, bud. As he went up and got that thing, and that was an impressive pitch and catch on not an easy throw. 3rd down and long, fires a strike in there, and it's a 1st down for Pleasantville. The Greyhounds on the move with 3:19 left to play. Here in this first half, they turn, they hand, Golden cuts it up, and he runs through a couple of Red Raiders, but Joey Berardis is one of them who made the stop, and it's a short game, but boy, he delivered the blow.
Yeah, Layton also in on that stop as well, and again, we said these linebackers are going to have to make some stops, and that was another good one. After, they get ahead of steam, Pleasantville ball carriers get ahead of steam, you got to step up and meet them head on, and that's exactly what they did.
2:47, still no score. 2nd down and 8. Battle at the beach.
Been a long day here. Not for me, but for other people.
Sure has. Trips to the near side. Brooks takes a snap, back to throw, looking. Plenty of time. Now he rolls to the near side. The lefty fires. It's complete and caught around the 45-yard line. Out of bounds, Khalil Shepperson again. And Shepperson and Brooks got a little partnership going right now.
Yeah, and going to be just short of the 1st down, but the impressive thing there was a left-handed thrower rolling to his right, throwing back across his body and threw a 10-yard strike to Shepperson.
Shepperson with a couple of catches on this drive, one for a 1st down, one that got him near the sticks. 3rd down and 1. 2:31 left to play here in the half. Brooks in a shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Golden in the backfield. Looks like a blitzing defense. Here comes the pressure, and they run right through it and get the first down. Spinning is Golden, and then he kind of loops his way back to around the 50-yard line. But, boy, he looked like he was going to have a lot there, and Ocean City just converged on that one quickly. Tristan Schmidt was in there.
Wow. And he hit him. And Tristan Schmidt, just a sophomore, really. I think played some last year as a freshman, if my memory serves me correctly. 5'9", 190-pound safety. Just stood right in there.
Yes. Jones again looks over the defense. Trips to the far side, one to the near. Back to throw. He rolls to the far side. Jones looking, fires, and it is incomplete, intended for Witherspoon. And that's going to bring up second down with 1:53 left to play in the first half. We got a penalty, by the way, on Pleasantville, so it'll keep it at first down. I did not see the call. Holding's the call. So Jones has completed a couple of big third down passes, but this one's first in about 20 now. It's time at 1:53.
Really have hurt themselves with penalties, have the Greyhounds here in the first half.
Two to the near, two to the far. One man in motion comes Witherspoon to the near side. Jones in a pistol takes the snap, back to throw. Looking, fires, he's got one-on-one, it's short and up and over the top, and it is still being fought for. And who are they going to say this is? They're going to give the catch to Dwayne Carter.
Wow. It was just a wrestling match there between Carter and the Ocean City was Tristan Schmidt down there. He had great coverage. I thought the pass was intercepted at first, and I don't know if Carter actually took the ball away from him.
They look like they legitimately both had it, and Carter
rolled over.
I think just got the better of them down on the ground.
Yep. Well,
by the way, Tristan Smith, you probably remember on Thanksgiving, had an interception return for a touchdown in the game against Pleasantville.
Yep. And Schmidt's listed as 190, and Carter is Dwayne Carter is 180. But we got 1:45 remaining here. We'll tell you that Pacini's at 13th and West in Ocean City features gourmet wood-fired pizza, but they're more than just pizza, featuring pasta, chicken, and seafood entrees, plus fresh salads and sandwiches. Pacini is open year-round, 7 days a week. You can phone ahead for pickup and delivery, 609-525-0767. Pacini's is open every day at 11:30 until 9 o'clock on weekends, till 9 o'clock on weekdays, 10 o'clock on weekends. And dining is back at Pacini. They impressed Guy Fieri on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and they will impress you too. Stop in and see what they're all about at 1260 West Avenue in Ocean City on the corner of 13th and West, right next to Wawa. You can check out their menu at PaciniOCNJ.com.
I might have to hit that on my way out of town, bud.
Yep.
You sold me.
Tell Tony or Janet Glanny I said hello.
That's why you do it, man. You sold me on that read.
Yep.
First down, a handoff. Shepperson, he crosses over the 25-yard line as they inch closer with 1:35 and counting left to play here in this first half. Nothing's our score. Second quarter, Ocean City and Pleasantville. It's opening night, week 0. Well, they just call it week 1. Can it just be week 1?
Yeah, I don't know.
Isn't everybody playing the first week?
Not everybody's playing the first week, but enough people.
Teams playing. This is the first week, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of playing before school starts, but
I think this is a great event, but I do agree that you lose your buddies that you go to school with coming to some of your games.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they'll play again next week before school starts. Right. By the way, timeout with 1:02 left to play. And the timeout taken from Pleasantville. They've got 2 timeouts left here, and Ocean City has all 3.
And while they take timeout, we'll take timeout for this.
Whoever you are, whatever you like. There's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
.102 left to play here in the half, coming out of the timeout for Pleasantville. Nothing to score. Jones in a shotgun. Jones hands to the motion man, cuts it up, and not a lot of room for Julius Townsell.
Now we're getting down to nitty-gritty time here in the half. Pleasantville would love to get something on the board here on their own 25-yard line. The Raiders obviously would like to keep them out and then make a decision at halftime about what they're going to do quarterback for the second half.
Pleasantville, by the way, has one timeout left. That's why probably they're trying to get a play in here before it. Now a flag.
I don't know what the call's going to be here.
They might be say they had too many players on the field. Looks like an illegal participation.
Well, there's only 11 out there now, so one of them must have just run off at the last minute that we didn't catch.
I think he was in, they had 12 in the huddle.
Oh, okay.
5-yard penalty.
So 5-yard penalty. The clock starts, by the way, so it's 25 seconds left to go. Trips to the far side, one to the near. Jones in a pistol. Back to throw. He is hit. He spins and he is down. And two Red Raiders converge. Clifford Dirks and
Layton.
Looks like Nick Layton gets his second sack of the game.
Yeah, they really disguised that really, really well, and yet, boy, they were coming knowing that Pleasantville was probably going to throw the football.
Timeout by Pleasantville, by the way, Bud. That's their final timeout. So 4 seconds left. And you would imagine Pleasantville's just going to have to take a shot towards the end zone there, although they've got Witherspoon at 6'5", Martin at 6'2", so they do have a couple of guys that you wouldn't mind airing one out to.
Things are always happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. Coming up on October 5th, the Fall Author Luncheon at the Flanders Hotel featuring Pam Jenoff. Information is available at oceancitylibrary.org. And the next classic film night is Monday, showing Big with Tom Hanks and the late Robert Loggia in the Chris Maloney Lecture Hall. You can also learn the best way to apply for college at the library, improve your cooking and computer skills. It's all free, plus books, magazines, internet. The Ocean City Free Public Library, 18th and Simpson.
And that'll do it, the final play for Pleasantville. Hill gets the carry. Not a lot of room. And the scoreboard is showing zeros. The teams have not left or started to leave the field yet, but I think that will be the final play of the first half. So, Bud, the score, Pleasantville nothing, Ocean City nothing. And so far, not a lot of offense in this one.
Nope. Why don't we take a quick timeout for a couple of messages? We'll come back and just give a brief recap and see what happens.
What makes a Wawa Club? Is it the crispy bacon on the turkey BLT? The endless layers of flavor of the buffalo chicken salad? Or is it a secret handshake? Nah. At Wawa, there's a club for everyone. Find yours today.
You can see the complete conversation with legendary coaches Paul Rodeo and Paul Sacco from Iliano's Ristorante in Hamilton by going to primeevents.net.
Well, the first half has come to an end here in Ocean City. Pleasantville and Ocean City, a 0-0 tie as the teams head to the locker rooms. Mike, your impressions of Pleasantville has certainly hurt themselves from quite a few penalties.
Yeah, and I mean, Ocean City, Bud, has made some big plays. They got a couple of sacks in the game. I mean, Layton's done a good job there, but they've gone toe-to-toe. The speed of Pleasantville hasn't been able to really stand out in this game yet, right? I mean, Pleasantville, obviously, more athletes and more speed, but Ocean City has done a really good job disguising some blitzes. Their coverage has been pretty good. So far, I think if you're Ocean City, Kevin Smith, you're probably feeling pretty good about the way this thing is going, right?
Yeah, and you got to hope that your defense is going to continue to play the way they are playing, because you're maybe hampered a little bit on offense depending on what happens with Nick Bailey and whether or not he's going to come out and play quarterback, or will Ryan Hendricks.
That really has to be the big thing for Ocean City. They have to decide whether or not they can continue to go on with Bailey being so one-dimensional.
Right. Well, if you have printing needs, you need the Printing Company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The Printing Company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price, from business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The Printing Company, open 9 to 5 at 450 7th Street in Summers Point. You can phone Chugger and his staff at 609-374-5417. Let the Printing Company bring your ideas to life. And the RJH Insurance Group has specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006. At RJH, they're committed to excellence. As an independent agency, they have the ability to represent multiple insurance companies to get their customers the most competitive rates. Call Rich Hogue for a quote at 609-630-4569, or check out their many services at rjhinsurance.com. That's the RJH Insurance Group. We'll be back with second half action after this.
halftime, he said, you don't have to. In fact, when we used to do games on radio, instead of reading the spots during the game, I would pre. For the second half, about to start here. Bud Rink, Mike Gill filling in for Tom Williams tonight. Ocean City and Pleasantville battle at the beach. Bud, first half, no scoring so far. A couple defensive battles in this one.
And it'll continue, I would guess, in this half as well.
Kickoff is taken around the 10, picked up. Sees a seam, spins, a flag comes flying in out at the 40, and then crossing the 45. Jameel Hudson gets things going.
I don't know, this one may come back a little bit.
Yeah, the flag was thrown back at the 30-yard line, and it's a holding on Pleasantville. And Bud, I think one of the stories of the first half, if we're to look back at why the score is 0-0, some sloppy play from Pleasantville, a lot of penalties for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, and that has really hurt them. We alluded to it a couple of times. I was trying to get the number of the player who made the tackle, and he got hidden over here on the sideline amongst his teammates. But I think it might have been Zio Wright. If not, I apologize to both players. But you're right. Pleasantville hurt themselves, and they start out the second half with a good return, and it comes back because of a penalty. 1st and 10
on their own 20 to start the third quarter for Pleasantville. Dressed in white with maroon trim. At Ocean City is in black and red. I have said Atlantic City a few times because obviously this is the first time I've ever called an Ocean City game in any sport.
Yeah, not too many people have besides Tom Williams.
I've done a couple baseball games, but I've never done Ocean City football. I feel this is something different.
I can't say the same. I've done a few.
Jones to throw.
Oh.
Pressured, rolling. And he's just going to keep it himself and run out of bounds. And he is punched out of bounds, or pushed out of bounds, I should say, late. And a flag comes flying. So you're going to tack 15 on the end of this one.
Yeah, it definitely was a penalty. I mean, he had stepped out of bounds, and the Raider linebacker came back and hit him. I don't know that it was intentional. I mean, as soon as he did it, you could tell it was not something he wanted to do, but he did it. And it's one of the few penalties against Ocean City in this football game that's going to cost them quite a bit.
So the 15 yards is tacked on. The ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for Pleasantville. They send one receiver to the far side, two to the near. Jones in a shotgun, or like a pistol. They send a man in motion to the near side, Shepperson. Trip to the near side now. Golden. Nope, going to keep it himself. Jones gets a block on the outside. Fumbled the football, and it is picked up by Ocean City. Nick Layton falls on it. So Layton with 2 sacks and a fumble recovery tonight for the Red Raiders.
Boy, all over the field is Nick Layton. I mean, from a linebacker position to go 15 yards downfield and probably 10 or 15 yards toward the sideline to recover that fumble after a good run over there by Jones.
Yeah, they got a good block by Deshaun Brown Jr. as well.
Yep.
And that gave him the first down and more, and then he just fumbled that thing forward. So Layton with the fumble recovery. He's having a big night. And the Ocean City offense, we will see if Walker Bailey will start, and It looks like he will not.
Ryan Hendricks,
a sophomore, will get the start in this second half. Walker Bailey made his debut tonight as the starter, and on about the second play of the game, Bud, he injured his ankle. They hand off to Gunther. Gunther up the middle. Gunther across the 50-yard line and into enemy territory. Nice run there by Duke Gunther.
He really explodes into the hole, does Gunther. And again, he's small. It reminds me a little bit, this is probably a stretch, and I don't mean it this way, but of Dino Hall when he was in high school, how he ran for Pleasantville.
Back to Gunther. Gunther sidesteps a tackle, then tries to find some yardage. And Amir Johnson, 6'1", 290, said, not on my watch.
Yeah. And when I say Dino Hall, one of the greatest players, if not the greatest player ever to play at Pleasantville High School, Cleveland Browns, punt returner, tremendous player. And yet, when he was in high school, he was small. He's still small in the NFL.
Well, Gunther's 5'8", 182, so right. He is a
and he just kind of ducks down in there and is able to hit that hole very, very quickly.
Hendricks in a shotgun, trips, bunched to the near side. Gunther takes the handoff, sidesteps its would-be tackler, and then he is wrapped up and tossed down by Gabriel Rodriguez and others.
Yeah, Damian Yarlik was the one who forced him to go to the outside more so than he wanted, and by that time the cavalry arrived, and Raiders are going to be forced to punt here. Again, it remains to be seen if they're going to throw the football with Bailey on the sideline, but they're going to, if not, they're going to be hampered half their offense.
Yeah, Ocean City, by the way, as we mentioned at the start, Bud, they do return 4 offensive linemen. So if you want to rely on someone to try to eke out a win, you might count on the big uglies up front to get you a hole and a crease somewhere for Gunther. There's the punt. It bounces out of bounds. It looks like shy of the 20-yard line. We'll see where the officials spot this football. Yeah. And Pleasantville's offense will jog back onto the field.
I think it's going to be around the 25 or 27 over there.
Yeah, one official standing on the 30, and it looks like they are putting it right on the 30-yard line. So they'll start on their own 30. Pleasantville, dressed in white with maroon trim, sends a receiver split to the near side. That's Shamad Hargross. Jones in the pistol. High snap, hands it off, and pushed back. Shepperson had nowhere to go, and there is a flag right around the tackle. You wonder if they're...
Could have been a hold that when they throw it in there. I mean, one Raider had him low, and the other was hitting him higher. I think that was Berardis was in on that stop.
Encroachment is the signal, unless he's just putting his hands on his hips. He hasn't really indicated. Well, here we go. Holding in the backfield. That was a strange way to, he was waiting in the encroachment gesture.
I'm wondering if he was trying to turn on a microphone or something on his hip, and it didn't work.
Those of you watching at home, you saw what I saw, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Second down and 12.
They didn't blow the play dead. So.
By the way, the penalty was declined by the Red Raiders. Jones to throw. Steps up, fires, and it is complete. Big yardage, 45-40. And finally taken down. That's Khalil Witherspoon. And Witherspoon, big yardage on a nice pitch and catch there.
Yeah, I've been waiting for that one all day. Have the Greyhound fans. They've had some guys open, and Jones has had some really nice passes. They just really haven't been able to connect for really any yardage.
Forster made the stop. 2 receivers to the near side. 1st and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line. Hands it off. Shepperson breaks a tackle out to the 35. Brought down finally there. Nick Layton makes the stop. Also, John Moyer helped out.
We got 8:47 in the clock running here in quarter number 3 of a scoreless football game between the Greyhounds and the Red Raiders here to cap off day 1 of the battle by the beach. Just think, if you're not from here, how much you would enjoy coming here for the day. And
I was on the boardwalk after the Hamilton game, and I saw the West Stepford team, the whole team on the boardwalk. Saw a ton of T-shirts from the teams representing the tournament. So, yeah, what a great weekend. Jones rushed, running, firing, incomplete, broken up. Nice job stepping in there, Tristan Schmidt. tomorrow night's going to be interesting. It's a Saturday night at Ocean City, one of the last weekends of the summer, and they've got 4,000 tickets sold for this game, bud.
Looked like Anthony Gasparovic was doing the chasing back there, and Schmidt over on the sideline in coverage. He's going to be a great football player. He's a good football player. He's only a sophomore.
Third down, 3rd and 5. There's the handoff. Coming to the near side is Shepperson. Shepperson uses a block. Shepperson at the 20. Shepperson with one man to beat. He's pushed out of bounds by J.P. Forster. But Shepperson with an extra gear there, and now Pleasantville on the move.
Really good play. The call there, it worked out. The Raiders had blitz coming on the right side or the left side of the offense, and they ran the ball to the right away from the blitz, and Jefferson just really picked up great yardage and burst of speed outside. If it wasn't for Forster, it'd be 6 points.
Ball inside the 10 at the 7. Hill splits to the far slot. Jones looks over the Ocean City defense. He's going to hand it off to the near side, trying to catch it to another gear, but making the stop behind the line of scrimmage there. Boy, Ryan Callahan saved a touchdown.
Absolutely, and again, this is where the defense has to step up, and he did. Ryan Callahan stepped up right there. It's going to bring up a 2nd down, and Pleasantville knocking on the door. I won't be surprised, Mike, to see them put the ball in the air here. I really won't.
Well, they have the weapons, and they've got a 3-prong offense. The quarterback can run, they can run the football, and he can throw, and he's got plenty of options. One big option is number 1, Khalil Witherspoon. He's in the far side slot. Golden in the backfield. They hand it to Golden. He is hit quickly behind the line of scrimmage. Zio right in there to make the stop. But Anthony Gasparovic makes the play where the running back had to make a decision. So that's a really big play by him, even though he doesn't get credited with anything.
His second big play on this drive. Clock running still in the 3rd quarter here, but Pleasantville knocking on the door. This is a big play here. 3rd down. You would think they're in 4-down territory. Don't know, what they have in the way of a field goal kicker, but
3rd and goal.
We may find out. We'll see what happens.
Ball at the 7. Jones. Shepperson's back in the backfield. Jones takes a snap. He's going to throw. He fires. He's got a man wide open in the end zone. Witherspoon. Touchdown.
Yeah. Something there in the defensive backfield, a little bit of a miscommunication among the defensive backs, because you can't leave Witherspoon open like that. I mean, he just wide open. I mean, you and I could have maybe pitched and caught that one. I don't know.
Witherspoon had 6 touchdown catches a year ago, and he's got his first of 2023, and on to kick the extra point.
The
kick is up and it's blocked. So the extra point attempt from Francisco Acquiri is blocked, and Pleasantville scores first. It will be a 6-0 lead for the Greyhounds.
And at Wawa, they have you covered with delivery, curbside, and order ahead options in the Wawa app. No matter what your day looks like, Wawa, how you wanna. Download the Wawa app today. We'll be back here at Cary Field right after this from Pacini's.
6th Street Pizza and Grill is open daily from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. weekdays and 11 until 10 on weekends at 6th Street in the Boardwalk in Ocean City, right at Gillian's Wonderland Pier. 6th Street Pizza and Grill not only serves varieties of delicious pizza, but hot and cold subs, salads, hot dogs, and their special Angus burgers. And they have free delivery and daily specials. Phone 6th Street Pizza and Grill, 609-525-0022. 6th Street Pizza and Grill, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City.
Back here at Cary Stadium, 6-0 Greyhounds over the Red Raiders. A touchdown catch from Ahmad Jones to Khalil Witherspoon gets Pleasantville on the board. And now they will kick off with 6:31 left to play in the 3rd. High end-over-end kick, taking him out of the 15-yard line, around the 10, crosses the 15 out to the 20, gets a block out to the 30-yard line, and a nice return for Duke Gunther.
Mike, I'm noticing that the 30-yard line is blue. Have you ever noticed that before? I've not ever noticed the 30-yard line.
Well, I mean, the field being used by multiple sports, I'm assuming the blue has some differentiating for one of the sports that plays here, whether it be lacrosse or soccer or field hockey.
I got to tell you, I've done a heck of a lot of games here, and I've not ever seen the 30-yard line being blue.
Well, Bud, this is my first game here, so
I mean, there are a lot
I'm
of
honored to be
lines.
invited into this press box, but I'm not aware of the colors of the lines. Yes, it is blue, though. There is a blue line that is connected to it. You see it crossing the opposite direction. They hand it off to Gunther. Gunther crosses the blue line and is pushed back. Do you see the blue line that's connected with it that is running vertical?
Yeah, well, this isn't a hockey rink where you have a blue line.
Well, it's a field hockey field.
Well, that's not part of it. Trust me. I know a little about
Now,
field
Tom
hockey.
Williams is probably watching, so he might be able to text us why there's a blue line there.
Yeah, that's a light blue line. The line it's connected to is a dark blue line. So I don't think that goes.
I would imagine either soccer, field hockey, or lacrosse uses that for something.
But as I said, I've seen a lot of football games here, and I don't ever remember seeing a blue line across the 30-yard line.
Well, hopefully you get that answer from Tom. I hope he's feeling better over there watching this game as the Red Raiders. Hendricks gets the handoff. They give it to Moyer. Moyer now changes complete direction. He's going back the other side of the field. Crosses the 35, and then he's pushed out of bounds.
And luckily nobody had a block in the back or anything like that as Moyer reversed direction, and Witherspoon knocked him out of bounds over there on the far sideline.
So third down and maybe 4 for Ocean City. Ryan Hendricks is the quarterback. He's into the game. Replaces Walker Bailey, who left injured. And Hendricks looks over to the sideline. Moyer in the near side slot. Casey Ruff, it looks like, is split to the near side. Hendricks going to throw it. His first pass is complete. First down, out to the 45. And that was Jack Porter. Jack Porter was split to the far side. And he's got a first down as Ryan Hendricks completes his first varsity pass.
Yep, and I said that when Bailey completed his first pass to start the game. Got to do a lot for that young man's confidence.
So a smart little short pitch and catch, kind of a bubble screen there.
You know, they're going to, the playbook maybe gets a little smaller.
Porter, split wide. They're going to throw again. Moyer catches out to the 50-yard line, but gets up some positive yardage to a little bubble screen to the right-hand side.
Yep. 5-yard gain, 2 for 2. Ball sits right on the 50-yard line.
Third down and about 6.
Seems to be a slow quarter time-wise, doesn't it?
4:32 left to play in the third quarter. Hendricks in the shotgun. Gunther to his left. 2 receivers to the near side. Back to throw again. Moyer catches. One-on-one, and a nice tackle. Stepping up there is Dwayne Carter.
Yep. He's had a big game. Came up from his defensive back position. Smelled that a little bit. You know, you got to wonder if you do enough of these, if they're trying to set something up downfield a little bit.
Back on the line. Third down for Ocean City. Hendricks changing the play.
Pleasantville in a single deep safety. They get moving.
Looking over the Pleasantville defense. Hendricks takes a snap, rolls to the far side of the field, throws, and it is incomplete. And hit quickly there. If he would have caught the ball, there wouldn't have been anywhere to go. So a good play in the secondary by Dwayne Carter and Ocean City. Going to have to punt the football away. But I guess they learned that they can throw a couple of passes with Hendricks.
Yep. Well, the question is, are they going to be able to throw one downfield? That time he was well covered. He really didn't have anybody else downfield to throw to. And, locked on to one receiver and threw it low and maybe to avoid the interception. Moyer's punt. Beauty.
Yeah, long and takes a bounce, and then it kind of reverses. He kicks it forward. Now the ball's on the ground, and Ocean City says they have it.
Wow.
Boy, that punt spun. It looked like Jameel Hudson around, and then he kicked it forward, and who comes out with it? There he is, Chase Russell.
Yeah, that's once that ball's on the ground like that and you touched it, you got to get it. And the only thing around it were black shirts other than the one Pleasantville receiver back there. But,
Tom Williams, by the way, chimes in. He says he believes the soccer is yellow, the lacrosse is blue, and the field hockey lines are red. So it maybe is a lacrosse.
There's also orange. That's something else.
That could be maybe for the Nor'easters. Maybe the professional soccer has a little bit different dimensions.
I don't know, but I know Tom will say that
there is orange. I do see that
blue line at the 30-yard line has not been there before.
High snap, gives it to nope, going to keep it himself. Hendricks hits the corner and he's quickly gobbled up. Give the tackle there to Damon Washington and Gabriel Rodriguez.
Raiders have to put some points on the board here. Not that it's fourth quarter and the game's ending up, but you have to take advantage of a Pleasantville mistake here by mishandling that punt.
2:50 and counting in the third quarter. 6-0 Pleasantville. Ocean City with a ball inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They break the huddle. They send one receiver, Moyer, to the far side of the field. He's defended out there by Marble. Hendricks has Gunther to his right. Takes the snap. He's going to throw one-on-one to Moyer. It's batted down and nearly intercepted. Shepperson got a hand on it.
Well, I think Moyer was running that slant pattern toward the post from the right side, and I think Pleasantville was expecting that because, boy, they had dropped one guy back into coverage. They had him one-on-one, dropped another guy back into coverage, and the safety came over in that direction as well. So it was almost a tough spot to be caught, and Walker Bailey's going to be in the game right now.
Walker Bailey is back in the game. So he is taken over. He's going to throw. Bailey fires. Gunther catches. Breaks out of a tackle. Gunther, touchdown, Ocean City! Duke Gunther from Walker Bailey. And the Red Raiders have tied it.
14-yard pitch and catch. And, boy, I'll tell you, once Gunther got that pass, he was up there in a shot.
2:16 to play in the third quarter. Walker Bailey gets his first snap of this second half, and it goes for a 14-yard touchdown to Duke Gunther. And the Red Raiders' first offensive points of the season are on the board. And now, but they have a chance from Ryder Hay to take the lead here because Pleasantville's extra point was no good.
And whatever hoagie you prefer, Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Gotta have a Wawa.
By the way, George
for the
McNally chimed in and said there are two different lines, one for girls lacrosse and one for boys lacrosse.
Well, I'd like to know if that's new this year, because again, I don't deny not having a great memory at my age. However, I know that there was never a blue line going across the field like that.
I do see a variety of lines that are really confusing.
Yeah,
I mean, that is the takeaway from these turf fields are great. They're beautiful. They allow you to play games all day like this, and it rained earlier today, and the field's in great shape. But you got 5 different sports used in them, and the red zone gets really confusing sometimes.
I agree.
2:16. Here comes Hay. kick the extra point, which would give Ocean City a 1-point lead. Kick is up, and it is good.
Yep.
Ryder Hayes' kick gives Ocean City a 7-6 lead here at the Battle at the Beach on Cape Atlantic League Live.
And we'll be back right after these couple of messages.
Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th Street in the Boardwalk in Ocean City, is a popular summer destination. Gillian's will be open until 9:30 this weekend and through Labor Day weekend, and they'll give you a chance to enjoy their amusement rides every weekend in September. The summer continues through September at Gillian's Wonderland Pier, 6th in the Boardwalk in Ocean City. Visit them online at gillians.com.
I'm gonna go grab a soda real quick. Oh, spicy Italian. Smoothie. Have you guys been over here on this computer? Get some dinner? What don't you guys have? That's mine. You're making it right now. Oh my God. What is this magical place?
Wawa.
Freshly made hoagies, smoothies, and so much more. Welcome to Wawa.
You knew about this?
Ryder Hay will kick it off, and it takes a bounce, and now it's still on the ground, picked up around the 10-yard line, and taken down back around the 15-yard line. Nice play by the special teams. Tommy Grimley's in there, but that thing just shot up and bounced over Dwayne Carter's head, and then he bobbled it, and Pleasantville's going to be starting way back on their own 12-yard line now.
Yep. I think that was Talon Fisher actually making the first hit or the stop there as the Raiders take this 7-6 lead after no scoring in the first half. Both teams have put a touchdown on the board. The difference is the extra point for Ocean City.
So Ahmed Jones will break the huddle. Trips to the far side of the field. Takes a shotgun snap, hands it off. Shepperson, and he is tackled one-on-one. Nice play by Joey Berardis.
Yeah, he's the other half of that linebacker core. Berardis, a junior, 6 foot, 202 pounds.
Brings up a 2nd down and 8 after a gain of 2. Trips to the far side. Jones takes the snap. He's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Launches one. It is intercepted. Moyer. He was looking for Hargross, and Moyer stepped in and made the play.
And the Raiders have dialed up a lot of blitzes. And that time, Tristan Schmidt in on the blitz that time, forcing the pass to come away maybe a little sooner than Jones wanted it to. But Moyer right, Johnny on the spot, had good position. And the Raiders are right back in business with outstanding field position.
So John Moyer gets the pick. The senior puts Ocean City at the Pleasantville 35 with 1:16 to play in the third. Shotgun formation. Hendricks is back in the game. Hendricks hands to Gunther. Gunther back maybe to the line of scrimmage and a yard. Pickup of about 1. Deshaun Martin and Julius Townsell made the stop.
.58 seconds, the clock running here in the third quarter. Interesting to see if it'll make a difference if they want to throw the ball, if they're going to put Bailey in to throw the ball. But that would kind of give Pleasantville an idea of what the play's going to be.
Hendricks in a shotgun. Takes a snap, hands off to Gunther. Gunther has a hole, crosses the 30, out to the 25, and looks like he's got a first down. Now, Tom has chimed in and says the blue line has been there the entire time, but by the time football season starts, it generally has faded.
Well, I don't.
So the games are so early now that the blue line is there. By the time they're home, maybe in 2-3 weeks, that line could be gone.
Well, then what happens when they play lacrosse later on? That line's not there?
I guess by that time they figured out what yard line is which. Who knows? That's a good question.
I guess we've talked about it too much as it is, but I'm just trying to justify knowing that I've never seen it before. And I've only been doing these games for about 40 years.
Well, how old's the turf?
Well, I don't.
That's the end of the third quarter, by the way, with the score Ocean City 7 and Pleasantville 6. We're going to the fourth quarter here on Cape Atlantic League Live.
We'll be back here at Cary Stadium right after this message from Ocean City Vacation.
Whoever you are, whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
If you've got printing needs, you need the printing company in Summers Point. They're top quality printers, friendly, skilled professionals. The printing company will work with you as part of their unwavering commitment to exceed your expectations. From concept to finished product, your business is their priority. They pride themselves in delivering the expert printing you deserve at an affordable price. From business cards to brochures to visual communications. That includes signs, banners, graphics, vehicle wraps, and much more. The printing company open 9 to 5 at 457th Street in Summers Point. Phone Chugger and his staff at 609-374-5417.
Hand off to Gunther. Not a lot of running room there on a first down. They bring up 2nd and 8 after a gain of 2.
2nd and 7.
So Gunther getting his work in tonight.
32.
Hendricks is still in at quarterback. Well, what an interesting play there where they brought Bailey into the game. He threw one pass for a touchdown, and now he's left the game again.
Well,
how did he talk his way into the field? Is what I want. After not playing there. Hendricks crisscross it inside, hands it off across the 20, and not a lot of running room in the Pleasantville middle of that line. And a stop there from Jeremiah Wright.
now the question would be, can you get enough yardage to attempt a field goal here? You know, Gunther must have carried the ball 20 times, wouldn't you say?
He's definitely been the workhorse tonight. In fact, I don't know that another Ocean City back has carried the ball. Maybe once.
Maybe once is right.
Third down, big third down play. Ball resting over the 20. High snap. Hendricks takes it, gives it to Gunther. Gunther off tackle, out to the 15, and let's see where they spot this thing, but it's going to be close.
It is going to be close, and it's probably 4 down territory. Because it's that close now, they can go for it on 4th down.
Brandon Bergman thinks they got it, one of the offensive linemen, but they get right back on the ball, and they're going to hurry up. They did not get it. They are 4th down and inches. Hendricks in a shotgun. Pleasantville showing blitz. Ocean City changing the play.
Well, one thing they're not doing is going up under center.
Now Hendricks takes a snap. Gives it to Gunther. Gunther finds a crease, gets the first down. And Ocean City will get a new set of downs.
Boy, does he find the hole, Mike, or what? I mean, that play was really blocked up or bogged down, whatever you want to call it, and he just found that spot to get through.
Just short of the 10, so it'll be 1st down and 10. They can still make a 1st down inside the 2, it looks like. 7-6, Ocean City looking for more. They break the huddle. Gunther in the backfield. He's to the right of Hendricks. Now he shifts back to the left. They bunch trips to the far side of the field. Gunther takes it, follows the trips, and he is taken down by Martin on the backside.
Yeah, really nice play by Martin, and that didn't really fool anybody. They put the trips on the left side, and they ran Gunther to that side, but Pleasantville was all over it. Martin really did a good job there.
Second down and 9, gain of 1 for Gunther. So Ocean City, who trailed 6-0, it was 0-0 at halftime, trying to tack on some more. They sent a receiver, Fisher, to the far side of the field. Now they move Moyer from left to right. He's in the near side slot. They hand to Gunther. Gunther with a pulling wing back, but not a lot of room as he crosses to 10. He's back to third down and about 7. Gain of about 3 on the play.
Gabriel Rodriguez makes the stop for Pleasantville. 72 tackles last year, 7 sacks. Real big tackle there.
Brings up a 3rd and 7. Ryan Hendricks did not start the game. He did start the second half. Hendricks takes the snap. He's going to throw. He fires. It's complete. Hits the corner and spinning out of a tackle, then ripped down to the ground is Eli Marble made the tackle. Talon Fisher caught the football.
Yeah, Eli Marble really came up well there and looked like he was going to be able to shake the tackle, but Marble really held on well and made that stop. And again, now we got key play here.
There's a 4th down and 9, so it is not a gimme first down, obviously. Can they trust Ryder Hay to boot this thing through?
Well, I think they're talking about it, but
7:50 and counting, by the way. And just to give you an update, we've had some issues with the scoreboard throughout the day. Somebody yelled that the scoreboard wasn't running. That might not be the scoreboard operator's fault, though.
It's running now. Oh, they're running it down to a certain time because it wasn't running. Now Ocean City's going to take a timeout.
Ocean City calls timeout, but with 7:30 left to play here in the game, it's a big call, 4th down. Do you kick the field goal? Do you go for it?
Well, what I want to go for is Pacini's. So let's hear from Pacini's.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 19...
Back to live action. All right, bud, decision to make here, and it looks like Hendricks is on the field. They're going to go for it.
And obviously that wasn't Pacini's, but we'll get the Pacini's at the next break.
They sold me anyway. I'm still getting the Pacini's, all right?
You got it.
Hendricks in a shotgun. Moyer in the near side. 2 receivers split to the far side. Hendricks going to throw. He fades it to Moyer. Touchdown, Moyer!
Wow.
Ryan Hendricks, his first touchdown pass, and John Moyer is the recipient. And Ocean City leads it 13-6.
Wow. I want to tell you, and double coverage, too. I mean, Moyer had a step. He was in the back right corner of the end zone, as you saw. The pass was perfectly thrown right on the money into really decent coverage. If that ball isn't thrown where it is, Moyer's not catching it.
A lot of trust, by the way, in a kid who's never played at this level to throw that pass on 4th and 9. And now Ryder Hay is in for the extra point. Spot. Snap is low, but picked up very nicely there. Great job by Ryan Hendricks. So the quarterback and the holder makes the play, and Ocean City leads it. 14-6.
And at Wawa, they have you covered with delivery, curbside, and order ahead options in the Wawa app. Download the Wawa app today. And right next to Wawa in Ocean City at 13th and West Avenue is Pacini's, which features gourmet wood-fired pizza. But they're more than just pizza, featuring pasta, chicken, and seafood entrees, plus fresh salads and sandwiches. Pacini is open year-round 7 days a week. You can phone ahead for pickup and delivery at 609-525-0767. Pacini is open every day at 11:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. on weekdays and until 10 o'clock on weekends. And dining in is back at Pacini. They impressed Guy Fieri on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and they'll impress you too. Stop and see what they're all about at 1260 West Avenue in Ocean City on the corner of 13th and West right next to Wawa. Check out their menu at PaciniOCNJ.com.
14-7 is our score. Ocean City leads Pleasantville on a touchdown from Ryan Hendricks to John Moyer. Moyer with the interception, and now the touchdown as the Red Raiders take the lead here on opening night against their former Thanksgiving rivals, the Pleasantville Greyhounds. The kick, and it bounces back out of the end zone. And Pleasantville will take the ball at the 20-yard line.
And the Raiders have played good defense. They're just going to have to keep that up. From a Pleasantville standpoint, the one thing about them is one score is only a few seconds away. You know, I mean, they're a tremendous amount of speed. Jones throws the ball very, very well. They got good receivers. They haven't run the ball quite as well today, but as I said, you know, you get that slant pattern or that fly pattern down the sideline, whatever you want, and they connect on one. You know, this game is going to be 14-12 in a hurry.
Ocean City breaks the huddle, Pleasantville breaks the huddle with a receiver to the near side, two to the far. Golden is the deep back behind Jones in the pistol. You hand to Golden, and he is hit immediately in there. Stepping in is Joey Berardis.
I'll tell you, he's also Berardis, along with Leighton, have really been big and have come up big from that linebacker position.
You know, we watch the pro game so often, but in the linebackers almost non-existent in that game. But in high school, that linebacker still needs to step in there and make a lot of plays.
Not only that, the running backs in the NFL aren't that big a deal anymore. And yet Gunther, he's been three-quarters of Ocean City's offense, if not more.
Second down and 9. Jones with twins to the near side. Play action. Throws it to the flat and out of bounds. Too deep, too wide, I should say, for Shepperson. And you saw the play action. Did a good job of holding Berardis there, but the throw was just offline.
Tristan Schmidt in coverage over there if the pass was going to be caught. It wasn't, I don't think, enough for a first down. This will be a key play here.
6:34 left to play in the game. Ocean City on third down now. We've seen Leighton with a couple of sacks, Bud. They've done a good job. They've blitzed. They've designed some stuff. Let's see what they do. They break the huddle. They send two receivers now, three to the far side of the field, one to the near side. Golden is the deep back. Jones in the pistol. Takes the shotgun snap. Looking over the defense. Rolling to the near side. Jones at the 20, 25, 30, first down, 40, and goes out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And the Greyhounds pick up a huge first down.
Boy, I think they might have got away with a hold there as that play was developing around the left side. I don't know if you saw that, Mike, but
I did.
It was borderline. But I don't know. I guess depending on what side of the field you're sitting on, you either want that hold called or you don't. But that's a big play. I mean, as we said, Pleasantville's 5 seconds away from running 50 yards or throwing it.
Trips to the far side. Golden in the backfield. Jones in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hands to Golden. Golden squeezes through. He fumbled the football. And falling on it immediately is Eric Reef.
Wow. Boy, another turnover forced by the Raiders. And
I'm not sure
Reef
that one was
comes up
forced.
big.
I
Yeah.
think that one was
just dropped
he
maybe.
just dropped it, and Reef just jumped right on it, bud.
Yeah, I think if when Pleasantville goes back and thinks about this game during the week, if they don't, come back and win it, Malachi Timberlake's going to say, fellas, we turned the ball over too many times and we had too many penalties, and you can't win football games like that. And yet it's still only 14-6 with 6.5 minutes to go.
Ocean City with 2 timeouts left. Pleasantville has 3. Hendricks in a shotgun, takes a snap, hands it off for Gunther. Gunther is powering his way.
Gunther on the carry.
Boy, he ran right to the back of his fullback there, Roy Saluda.
Yeah, the clock is Ocean City's friend now. They want to keep it going. Don't think they'll throw it here, at least the first few downs. But who knows? I mean, if the last pass that Hendricks threw.
Well, not only does the player start to gain confidence, the coaches start to feel like they can call plays for him now.
Yep, I agree.
So Hendricks in a shotgun. Twins split to the near side. Gunther in the backfield. They send a man in motion, a wing back. They're going to hand it to Gunther. Gunther takes a snap, and he is hit nowhere to go.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Pleasantville's defense, and obviously it's what they're doing, they're just keying on him.
Rodriguez makes the stop. Rodriguez had 59 tackles and 2 interceptions a year ago for the Greyhounds.
I would like to see that counter crisscross play or inside reverse play. I love that play. And if they could give the ball to Gunther and then he gives it to somebody else cutting back the other way inside, that may, take care of some of this pursuit that's so, and deservedly so, from Pleasantville's section. If I'm their defensive coach, I'm saying, you're all going after number 5 after the snap.
3rd down and 8 for Ocean City. Moyer in motion. They hand to Moyer. Moyer gets a block from Gunther, but not anywhere to go after that. Another Gabe Rodriguez tackle. Also, Assad Hill in there for Pleasantville.
Boy, Assad Hill really came up big there on Moyer, and they did. They tried something different. They're realizing also that, Pleasantville's keying on Gunther, and if they're not going to throw the ball, they just try to give it to somebody else and see what happens.
So Ocean City takes the conservative route here, and they are going to go 3 and out. They'll punt the football on 4th down with 4:26 reading on the clock. Getting into one is Moyer, and he booms one. It bounces around the goal line and then rolls out of the end zone. And Pleasantville, trailing by a score, will take over at the 20.
The RJH Insurance Group has specialized in home and flood insurance since 2006, and at RJH they are committed to excellence. As an independent agency, they have the ability to represent multiple insurance companies to get their customers the most competitive rates. You can call Rich Hogue for a quote at 609-630-4569 or check out their many services at rjhinsurance.com. That's the RJH Insurance Group.
So Pleasantville will start on the 20 with 4:26 is what's reading on the scoreboard. Jones takes a snap, turns, hands, Shepperson hit, and not a lot of running room. Stopping, Joey Berard is stopping the run. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Again, the clock becomes Pleasantville's enemy, Ocean City's friend.
4 minutes and counting in this one. Trips to the near side. Ocean City's defense has 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, 4-2-5 look. Back to throw. Plenty of time. He pumps, he fires, he throws. It's complete. And a 1st down, and getting out of bounds is Dwayne Carter with 3:42 left to play, and Pleasantville gets a first down.
Yep. And they were on the move last time, and that fumble, really cost them big time. Raiders unable to capitalize, but they're on the move again here.
Ball's on the far hash, short of the 35 at the 34. Trips to the near side. Witherspoon split to the far side. He has a touchdown catch in this game. Jones has Shepperson in the backfield. He's going to throw. Looking at Witherspoon. He jumps. He's sacked. Justin Gooden. He got him.
And he didn't have help. Jones didn't have help on that side because Leighton was on a blitz from the right side, and the running back was preoccupied with Leighton, which allowed the sack to be made on the other side.
And Pleasantville's going to call timeout with 3:20 left. They've got 2 timeouts left now, and Pleasantville trails 14-6 here on Cape Atlantic League Live.
If you're planning to build a home, make your first step a visit to Halliday Leonard. Halliday Leonard will consult you on your design and assist the development of your custom home. They build single homes that will fit most any budget, plus condominiums, townhouses, and commercial buildings. Get your ideas together and take them to Halliday Leonard at 700 Haven Avenue in Ocean City, or phone them at 398-5737. Halliday Leonard will help make your dream home a reality. And do you need a sign? You need Captain Charlie. Captain Charlie uses Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs to create signs for real estate and other businesses. They do construction site signs and window lettering for your business. They can also provide the lettering for your van, truck, car, or boat. You can reach Blue Water Graphics at 609-823-8891 and Cape Signs at 856-506-0610. Signs, banners, vehicles, windows, whatever lettering you need at Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs.
3:20 left to play. 2 timeouts apiece. 14-6. Ocean City leads. 3 receivers to the near side. Townsell's in the slot. Ahmed Jones is the signal caller. They're just waiting for the officials to put the ball in play. Shepperson is the deep back.
What are we waiting for here besides the officials?
Schwarber just hit a home run.
Still batting 182. I got mixed emotions about, all those home runs and RBIs, and your leadoff guy's a 182 hitter. I don't know. Come on, you're a baseball coach.
Jones to throw. Steps up, fires, got a man. It's completely dropped it. Right at the sticks, he had Dwayne Carter, and Carter dropped it.
Yep, just couldn't come up with it. But, boy, that looked like the throw was on the money, at least from our vantage point up here. And he had a step on the defender there.
You got a flag on the play. Back in the backfield. Could be a hold, or possibly, since it's very deep,
could be roughing the passer.
And it is a roughing the passer call. So Ocean City, the defense got to stop there. And that penalty is going to give Pleasantville the ball with a first down.
Yep. Yeah, you can't, obviously it's early in the season. You're going to make penalties. You're going to have penalties, but those kinds of penalties you really want to avoid. The late hit out of bounds they had up here, a roughing the passer penalty. And, of course, Pleasantville's had their share of penalties as well, but more so turnovers.
1st and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. High snap, and he just falls on it. Boy, the snap went right past him.
Yep, that cost him 10 yards, and he fell right on that blue line.
Which is the 30.
We're down to 3:20 here. 14-6, the Raiders lead.
Ball at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Jones steps up. He's flushed out. He's hit, and he fumbled the football. No, they're going to call him down.
I agree. I think that was a good call.
Was called down.
I think he was down.
Kasparovich with the sack.
Wow.
The Raiders on the sack.
And
So
they're
his
going,
second sack of the game.
the defense has come up big here after that penalty. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 23 yards in losses in the last 2 plays.
So this will set up a third down
And 33.
33.
23 plus 10.
Tom, making an announcement that the clock's being run on the field.
The clock is being run on the field. The clock is being run on the field.
So we are hearing that the clock is now being run on the field, which means we are in the dark on the time. On our screen, it says 1:40 and counting.
The scoreboard says 3:20, which is wrong because they've had some problems with the scoreboard.
Back to throw, into the flat, caught, complete. Shepperson out of bounds.
Jefferson on the reception.
Yeah, but he got back only about 10 of it.
And they're going to have to punt, but now we are unsure of how much time is officially left. I'm going to say that 127 is closer. Now, earlier in the day, Bud, the scoreboard was being operated from in here, and while it was not working, they were telling us the time verbally. We do not have that currently now. The scoreboard operator is actually outside of the press box, so we cannot ask them. But we are assuming that this 127 that you see on our screen is closer than the 320 that is being displayed on the scoreboard. We do apologize for that. Jones rolling, fires. It's complete at the 35 and then wrestled back down at the 30 is Martin, but he is way short, and Ocean City
J.P. Forster.
gets the stop.
J.P. Forster on the stop.
Yeah, the one only chance he had was a catch and run, and the Raiders, as you said, are going to get the football back. Good coverage.
And Pleasantville, by the way, Bud, has 2 timeouts left. So they can stop the clock twice with a little over 1 minute and so left in this game, we believe. Yeah, that's another issue is nobody knows the time inside here, so they can't make the announcement on the PA either how much time. So the players, unless the officials are telling them on the
They're
field.
telling the coaches and the players on the field.
High snap. Gunther takes it. And he is off the right side and tackled down.
Yeah, it's just
And there's a timeout for Pleasantville.
hold on.
Pleasantville.
So Gunther picks up 5 on the play. The stop was made there by Jeremiah Wright. We're assuming that 112 is at least in the ballpark of the time.
Shoppies is even better online. You may know their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but you can order whatever you need at Shopee.com. Remember, you're not presenting the best trophy if it's not a Shopee trophy. Phone 609-653-1684. Shopee since 1921, starting a new century. And there are always things happening at the Ocean City Free Public Library. Coming up on October 5th, the Fall Author Luncheon at the Flanders Hotel featuring Pam Jenoff. Information available at oceancitylibrary.org. And the next classic film night is Monday, showing Big with Tom Hanks and the late Robert Loggia in the Chris Maloney Lecture Hall.
Gunther. Nope, Hendricks going to keep it. Hendricks takes it himself, and he is pushed back. So Hendricks on the keeper there.
We'll just continue to finish this up here. You can also learn the best way to apply for college at the library or improve your cooking and computer skills. It's all free, plus books, magazines, internet access, and much more. Ocean City Free Public Library at 18th and Simpson. You can visit them online at oceancitylibrary.org. You know, Mike, if have a couple minutes here to mention a couple of former Ocean City athletes. Bob Strange passed away recently. He was a teammate of Tony Galani from Pacini's in the mid-'70s. He was quarterback for 2 seasons here. And also Chris Harris, who was the leading pass receiver in both 2006 and 2007 here in Ocean City, was in a very, very bad motorcycle accident down in Miami, Florida. He was on the motorcycle, was hit by a car, sustained lots of broken bones, a lot of facial injuries, but thankfully no spinal injuries or anything. And we certainly want to wish him the best as he recovers from a very, very difficult accident.
Hendricks will hand off to Gunther, who gets out to around the 25-yard line on a 4th down play. The ball is spotted. It'll be 4th down now, excuse me. The ball is spotted. It's 4th and short, 4th and 2. The ball is at the 25-yard line. In Ocean City, as the clock, we believe, is at around 30 seconds.
Shows 99 minutes and 59 seconds.
That scoreboard has had that kind of day.
Yeah, and they're operating it from underneath,
right
near the scoreboard.
That is correct.
There's a tent down there just past the end zone on the track, and that's where they're sitting and operating, I guess, because they had to be able to run a cable to it.
They tried to hardwire it because they were having some issues with
they better
the signal.
Get it fixed before tomorrow.
Timeout Ocean City. They have 1 remaining. Pleasantville is out. There is, we believe, somewhere around 10 seconds left.
Let's take one more time out ourselves here and hear about Ocean City vacation.
Whatever you like, there's a place where memories become traditions. So this summer, come on down and enjoy all that's fun at the shore. Plan today and book your vacation in America's greatest family resort. Ocean City, New Jersey. We're less than a tank of gas away.
What could be one final play here. It is 4th down and 2. Ball at the 25. Ocean City. Hendrick takes the snap. Gives it off to Gunther. Gunther is going to get a 1st down. And that will do it. The Red Raiders are going to win this one. Ocean City.
They're running the referee's signal, run the clock. Right? Or, I guess he signaled the game was over. There you go, Mike. You're right. I thought it looked like he was signaling run the clock.
So Ocean City runs the clock out, and they win this one after trailing 6-0 in the 3rd quarter. Ocean City scores 14 unanswered, and they win on this opening week 0, Bud, 14-6 in what is a very good Pleasantville football team. Last year they were a Group 2 semifinalist, and they return 8 starters on defense and 6 on offense.
Yeah, and you know, again, Malachi Timberlake's going to look at this film and he's going to be very unhappy and tell his kids, look, we lost this game by a touchdown, and yet look at the fumbles, look at the miscues, look at the penalties, and, you know, obviously from an Ocean City standpoint, they're going to say, you know what, we came up really, really big on defense against a good offensive team. We had an issue with our quarterback getting injured in the beginning of the game, and just really hung on and played good football to win this football game. Why don't we recap it after a message from Wawa.
What makes a Wawa Club? Is it the crispy bacon on the turkey BLT? The endless layers of flavor of the buffalo chicken salad? Or is it a secret handshake? Nah. At Wawa, there's a club for everyone. Find yours today.
In charge of this, because
all right, back here at Carrier Stadium, Mike Gill filling in for Tom Williams tonight. And Bud Rink, Ocean City 1-0. They win it 14-6 by beating the Pleasantville Greyhounds. So Pleasantville wins on Thanksgiving Day. And fast forward to week 0, they play again, and Ocean City wins this one.
Yeah, and I think we got to give a lot of credit to both to Nick Bailey and to Ryan Hendricks, because Bailey, who came in for the one play after he was injured, hadn't played at all in the second half, came in for the one play, threw the pass to Gunther. Gunther ran it in for a touchdown to put the Raiders up 7-6 after Hayes' kick. And then Hendricks throw to John Moyer in the corner of the end zone. A great pass into coverage, above the coverage, so to speak. And the Raiders get a second touchdown and the extra point and win this game 14-6. And next week, it's not going to be quite that easy.
Yeah, Mainland is on the schedule in Linwood, and of course Mainland a big winner today in the opener of this one, 26-7. They won against Washington Township, and Ocean City obviously, and Mainland. Interesting story with that today. Mainland was the home team, Bud, and they elected to go on the visiting sideline. They did not want to stand on Ocean City's sideline. So that rivalry obviously still has a lot of conversation between the two, and they will meet next week in week number 1 of the high school football season.
And listen, you know, they're ranked number 4, depending on what poll you look at, and there's a reason for that. They got a lot of kids back, and Ocean City's going to have their hands full and a really, really tough opponent next week over at Mainland. There you saw Pleasantville and Ocean City's players getting together after the game. Typically done at Thanksgiving, but
Battle by the Bay, Battle by the Beach.
Yep.
See, I'm so used to being in Atlantic City, bud. They don't have me. They don't invite me to Ocean City enough.
Live video coverage of Ocean City High School football is being produced by Crossover Productions and Prime Events in association with the Sports X Network. The executive producers are Bill Shawcross, who's been here all day and deserves all kinds of kudos, Matt Ulmer and Tom Williams. Bill Shawcross has also been our videographer. Tell your friends they can watch the action by going to oceancitysports.com, selecting the online broadcast link on the home page, or by visiting the football page. That's going to end a long day of football here in Ocean City. Mike, are you back here at all the rest of the weekend?
I am back here, I believe, on Sunday. I called 3 games today, the first 2 and this one, and this was the best of the 3 for me anyway. We had a couple of lopsided games early, had a good one between Millville and Toms River North, and then this one 14-6. So that's it for the football on the Friday. Tomorrow, don't forget, half-hour earlier start at 9:30 here at Cary Stadium. West Deptford takes on Hightstown. Paul VI, St. Thomas Aquinas, Rancocas Valley Union, and then at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, IMG Academy takes on St. Joe Prep. That game will not be on Cape Atlantic League Live. It'll be aired nationally on ESPNU. Over 4,000 tickets have been sold. Good luck finding a parking spot. Sunday, we're back here on Cape Atlantic League Live. Collingswood, Maple Shade, Cedar Creek, and Matawan. Holy Spirit versus Conwell Egan, and Timber Creek takes on Highland. Ocean City beats Pleasantville 14-6. For Bud Rink, Bill Shawcross, and the entire Cape Atlantic League Live crew, I'm Mike Gill. Have a great weekend and a great rest of your battle at the beach.
Good job, guys.
I'm gonna go grab a soda real quick. Oh, spicy Italian. Smoothie. Have you guys been over here on this computer? Get some dinner? What don't you guys have? That's mine. You're making it right now. Oh my God. What is this magical place?
Wawa.
Freshly made hoagies, smoothies, and so much more. Welcome to Wawa.
You knew about this?
You can see the complete conversation with legendary coaches Paul Rodeo and Paul Sacco from Iliano's Restaurante in Hamilton by going to primeevents.net.